Hi everyone. Today I am filming a request that features the music I mainly listened to in those teenage goth years. So I will be showing you some CDs and tapping them. And talking about them. So it all started when I was, I think, 14, and I met this boy, and this boy had a very, very formative impact on especially my music taste, but just generally life at the time. And this boy gave me these two mixed CDs. So there are two CDs with a bunch of songs by different bands, kind of as a way to get me started and let me kind of get to know some metal bands and some, so the kind of bands that are on here are, there's a lot of Slipknot. You see Slipknot here, here, and all the way down here. There is one more Slipknot song on this one here at the bottom. So Slipknot, some El Nino, some Korn, Kitty, Insane Clown Posse, Linkin Park, Mudvayne, and then on here, aside from there being more Slipknot, Mudvayne, Linkin Park, Insane Clown Posse, there's also, Aerosmith, Disturbed, a Drowning Pool song, and Papa Roach. 3 Papa Roach songs. So these CDs I listen to a lot. And I bought and got, because not all the CDs I'm going to show you are purchased legally. I was just a poor child at the time. All of the later ones are the real CDs when I have money. Anyway, I listened to these CDs a lot, and I started listening to full CDs of most of these artists. So these two mixed CDs kind of fueled my, descent into the world of metal, I guess. And I have more CDs here from 5 of these bands, the 5 that I would say I listen to the most, and they are Slipknot, Korn, Linkin Park, Papa Roach, and the Deftones. Did I mention the Deftones in my first go around of all the bands? I didn't, which is bad because they ended up being my favorite. So those 5 I listen to most, and I have CDs surrounding me here, but I also have CDs by Disturbed, Mudvayne, and El Nino. So you can really this is my origin story when it comes to metal music. These 2 CDs are my origin story, and now it's been absolute ages since I've listened to these. I just know if I were to put them on, I would be just transported back into time and have all those crazy teenage angsty thoughts rushing back. So we're not gonna do that. I haven't listened to some of these songs in ages. Mudvayne, Dig, love that. I saw Mudvayne live once in Amsterdam with the boy. My sisters drove us to Amsterdam, and they stayed at our aunt's while we went to the gig. And I spent most of the gig alone because he wanted to go all the way to the front. But I didn't know many Mudvayne songs at the time. I got some CDs, but I never really got all that into them, actually. So I stayed more in the back, but it was a good and fun gig. I've seen most of these bands live. I've seen Slipknot a bunch of times. I've seen El Nino, I think, once, maybe twice. Korn, I saw a handful of times. Linkin Park is one of my biggest regrets. Yeah, definitely one of my biggest regrets. I went to a festival 2 summers ago where they were playing, but it was a really rainy day and we were tired, and I was leaving for my road trip to the States 2 days later, and we already saw the bands that we were there for. We weren't specifically there for Linkin Park. And I guess we thought we'd get to see them some other time. And we left. And about 2 weeks later, the Chester committed suicide. So now we're never gonna see them as they were. So that was tough. That was dumb. That's dumb, very, very dumb. I can't believe we went home. So, my origin story for these CDs. I was talking about gigs. I saw Disturbed a couple times. I saw Papa Roach many times, like 6 times. And Deftones I've had the pleasure of seeing 3 times. And among those 3 times are both the worst show I've ever seen and the best show I've ever seen. Maybe more on that when we get to the Deftones pile. Let's get to the Deftones pile first. It is the biggest. Is it the biggest pile? Yeah, it's the biggest pile. I have as many Papa Roach CDs, but there's more copied ones in there, so they take up less space. Deftones. So, if I'm being honest, I was never really that proud of the metal music I was into, because it was mostly what was called nu metal, and it wasn't all that respected by real metalheads. So I would like never wear any Slipknot merchandise, or if at a festival people ask me, okay, what bands are you here to see? I would never say, oh yeah, Papa Roach, or something like that, because they would laugh at me and think I was, I don't know, a poser or something. So the Deftones kind of saved me in that sense, because it's always cool to like the Deftones. So they were kind of the only band I would be out and proud in loving in the metal scene. These are all stupid, silly teenage hang-ups. Obviously now I don't care anymore what music I listen to and what people would think about it, but at the time things like that seem so important. You want to be cool, you want to fit in, you want to be at the festival to see the right bands, not the wrong bands. So that was always kind of silly. But so the Deftones, I have a very deep and strong love affair with the Deftones and their music. Let's see if I can. I don't think I can order these chronologically. I'm not. I don't know enough Maybe I can look for the years. This one is my only, oh no, two. I have two copied ones, so they're not gonna list the years now, are they? Anyway, it all started with adrenaline. I freaking love the CD. I love it. I still love it. I still reach for it. Not for the CD as much because all of this music is on my phone, but for the album, I love it. I love Bored and 1 Week and Lifter and 7 Words and and this. So the boy I was talking about, he had a big influence on my musical experience, but he also had a big influence on me going from a child to becoming a woman. He was, what is it called in English? Like he stayed at school. Why can't I think of that word right now? It wasn't a boarding school, but there were spaces for boys, only boys. It was a boys only boarding school part on my school, and he stayed there. And I remember there were no girls allowed there at all. And one day after school, he snuck me into his room, and he was a bass player, and he played the beginning to 1 Week. And yes, that is the moment. That is the moment that I changed. Something changed in me. And I still remember it so vividly. I think I was 15. Yeah, the boy. We're still friends. I had dinner with him like a week or two ago, and I was talking about how obsessed I was with him, and if he ever realized just how obsessed I was and how much of an effect he had on me. But he didn't really. Adrenaline. Good stuff. So, aside from Adrenaline, I love A White Pony. I would say that's my second favorite CD of theirs. This one is a copy. My sister went to Suriname, and she brought me back a bunch of copied videos, so CDs, a bunch of copied ones like this. So you'll see some more, I think, at least one more. So I love White Pony. I pretty much love all of the songs on here, but I would say Passenger is probably my all-time favorite on the CD. And Knife Party and Change and RX Queen, and it's just good. It's just good. Deftones, they're just good. I love this. I should be listening to music more. I have this thing where I feel listening to music is an activity. So it's not something that you do while you do something else. It's an activity. So I would have to sit and listen. And I don't do that. So the only other times I do listen to music is when I'm washing my hair. Then I'll have music on. And in the car. But so I don't listen to music a lot. Deftones. So we've got Saturday Night Wrist here, which of all the CDs is the one that I'm least familiar with. I've listened to the least. I couldn't tell you about these songs. I don't know why. I've tried, but no, this is not my CD. Saturday Night Wrist is my least favorite Deftones CD. And then we've got what I call Minerva, but it's probably just Deftones self-titled album, I think. It's not called Minerva, is it? I know Minerva is one of the songs, but booklets. I love booklets. That's why I buy CDs. I love booklets, and if they have the lyrics, then it's all just all good. All good. Oh yes. Genius. Genius. And then we have the more recent CDs. I think it was Diamond Eyes, Koi no Yokan, and then Gore was the latest. I love Diamond Eyes. I really do. I love Diamond Eyes. These two I haven't listened to enough. I remember liking Gore, but I couldn't tell you for sure. I need to listen to this. This is a paper CD. So there's a different tapping sound, one that I like more than this. This is too hard, too sharp, you know? This is nice. So, yeah, Deftones. Good stuff. So I will wear Deftones merch. Okay. Now, the guiltiest of the guilty pleasures is Papa Roach. Yeah. I guess they were just commercial, or just a lot of girls like them, or I don't know. I don't know why it's uncool to like Papa Roach. But I loved them. So I started with these 3 copies of, no, 4 copies I started with. Infest. I love Infest. Infest is just good. I'm not ashamed to love Infest. I love Dead Cell. Yeah, good stuff. Infest and Adrenaline. Yeah, that was the beginning. That was the start. I still love those. And then we've got Love, Hate, Tragedy, The Paramore Sessions, and Getting Away with Murder. One of these 3 I am not really familiar with, and I think it's Love, Hate, Tragedy. No, I know those. Is it the Paramore Sessions? I guess it's the Paramore Sessions, but I know. Yeah. And then later work, which is real and legitimately purchased, because then I was not poor anymore. So we've got Metamorphosis, which I just love. It took me a while to get into it, but once I did, I loved it. Oh, Jacoby. Yeah, gotta like Jacoby. And then we've got Fear and what's this one called again? The Connection. Not a huge fans of. I think I liked The Connection, but Fear not so much. As I'm reading the titles of this, I think I liked it. I don't listen to music enough. So I've seen Papa Roach live a bunch of times, and I think they give a really good show. Pretty consistent. I've never seen them bad. Whereas with the Deftones, Gino has to be in shape or everything crumbles. Okay. And we've got Korn. Another one of the, I think 2. I know if they have a number on the inside. This one has a number. This one doesn't have a number, so this is not a Suriname copy. But this one is a Suriname copy. So I've got some Korn. I have got See You on the Other Side, Take a Look in the Mirror, Issues, and I've got a Greatest Hits CD, and I must say I've listened to the Greatest Hits CDs the most. Oh, Falling Away from Me. Oh, just reading the titles, it's like taking me back to just a completely different time. Just reading the title brings it all back. I wish I could go back. So wish I could go back. my teen years, they were miserable, but they were miserable in a good way. Miserable in a good, just tortured way. Not like life now, which is just miserable, period. Corn. Here's a little Slipknot pile. So I've actually been listening to Slipknot a bit lately because there's this metal festival in Belgium that I like going to. I've been, I think, 14 years, but the last 2 years I have missed. And this year is probably going to be my last year unless I find a new person I like going with. I always go with my sister, but she's a mom now, and this is kind of going to be our goodbye year. And maybe later when the kid, now it's a kid, it'll probably be kids by then. If they're older, you still want to go, but anyway, we're going, and Slipknot will be performing, and so I'm kind of listening to Slipknot again because I never really listened to these. I bought it. These are 2 CDs, if I remember correctly. Yes, 2 CDs. Ooh, fancy. See, the booklet is like attached to this. Lyrics. Disturbing imagery. Oh, I'm loving this song so far. 19x1x, is that 19 in Roman numerals? Not my strong suit. I really like it. I like nice and tormented. So I'm listening to this because I want to know it by the time we go to the festival. So I'm looking at 4 CDs, 5 because there's 2 in here, but my phone says I have 6 albums. So I'm gonna check which I'm missing here. So I've got The Great Chapter, disc 1 and 2. Oh, All Hope Is Gone. I do not have All Hope Is Gone here, because you're the subliminal verses, right? And then we've got Iowa here and Slipknot here. I don't know where All Hope Is Gone went. But that's also a CD I still need to listen to. I've played these to just so many times. I know most of these songs by heart still. I put on Slipknot the other day because as I'm getting to know the other CDs, I like to kind of play songs that I already know sometimes, and I could still perfectly sing along to Spit It Out, even though I haven't listened to it in years. Slipknot, I like them. So I'm kind of glad they're playing this year. The first year we went, it was because of Slipknot. I was 15 and I was such a fan, and they were playing and I just had to go. And we went for a day and we just fell in love with the festival. It is such a nice atmosphere. I'm talking about Grass Pop Metal Meeting. And I've been to a handful of festivals. I'm not a big festival goer. I've been to some other festivals, like maybe 4 other festivals or 5. But the atmosphere at Grass Pop is just like nothing else. It is so relaxed and so non-judgy, except when people ask you, what bands are you here to see? That's the judging moment. But other than that, it just doesn't matter what you look like, what you wear, what you do, how you dance, how you, I don't know. It just all doesn't matter. It's just so accepting and chill and like I said, non-judgmental. People are just there for the music and to enjoy themselves, and they're not there to be seen or to, I don't know. It's just different. Trust me, it's different. So I love this festival, and I'm not a big crowds person. I'm not big on crowds. I really just like being home alone. But it's just different. So the first time we went to Grass Pop was to see Slipknot, and now what is probably going to be the last time we will also be seeing Slipknot. You can tell I love tapping on the paper ones, but not the plastic ones. And then the last band I have here is Linkin Park. Got Hybrid Theory and Meteora here. I bought One More Light, so I have it, but I didn't bring it because I don't like it. I should give it more of a shot, I suppose, at some point. But no. Hybrid Theory. I think this was amongst the first CDs that I ever got. And yeah, I love it. Still love it. Still know it all. I should really be listening to more music. It would be hard for me to pick a favorite between these two. I love them both. I think overall this is my favorite, but this has some songs that have a lot of meaning to me. I'm just really reminiscing while I play with these CDs and look at all the titles. A lot of memories are tied to them. Okay. I think I have probably gone on long enough. Let's make a little pile. This song stuck in my head now. This one. It's 19, right? Oh. Okay. Got a bit of a pile here, so I'm gonna count you off as I count the CDs here. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, that's a lot. It's probably more than was requested. Okay, for anyone still awake, thank you so much for the support on my last video. It was so amazing to read all the comments. I guess I never really thought of what I was missing by disabling comments, and I have people messaging me on Facebook occasionally, and when the YouTube message function was still there, people would message me occasionally, but not all that much. So sometimes I did still hear like how my videos were helping someone, or but not all that much. And I guess I forgot that I'm doing this for a reason. And there's people out there that really like my videos and really like listening to my videos, and even really kind of like me for some reason. I forgot, and it was really cool to be reminded, and it has further convinced me that this is what I need to be doing right now. I really need to try to make videos and have that outlet that can not only help me fill the time and occupy myself and find some sort of purpose, but it also helps other people. And like I always said, as long, even if it's just like 10 people, as long as it's one person, that kind of makes it worth it for me to never fully quit. But I want to do more than just what I've been doing now, and really want to try to get back into it. So I hope if I kind of force myself for a bit, that the motivation for creating will come back to me. So I think I'm going to leave the comments enabled for now. Maybe not on every video, but if I remember to do it, I'm going to leave the default as disabled and then enable them per video. Okay, so that's 2 requests done. I hope I put some of you to sleep. Thank you for watching. Thank you for still being here. Thank you for the support. And I will see you soon.